Hey guys, welcome to my first 2020 Bujo planning video, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to do any more this year, but I figured I could at least do my first one for the year. So here's my old journal, and actually I have a new one that I'm going to start because I am really close to the end of this one. So I wanted to treat myself and get a brand new one. I think I did a pretty good job at filling this guy up. I'm usually really bad at this. I have months where I haven't filled it in at all, so yeah, the fact that it filled up this much is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna take this pen because I want it for my other journal, and I'll put this one aside. And here's the new one. Ooh, so fancy. It feels really nice. And the paper is like that really thin, like Japanese river paper. I forgot like the name. I'll put it up on screen. I'm sure people who are into bullet journaling know exactly what I'm talking about. But I've already started a little like test page so I can see how bad the ghosting and or bleeding is. And one thing that people really like about this paper is that it doesn't bleed, supposedly, but I guess since it's so thin it does ghost pretty bad. So if that bothers you, then you probably won't like this paper, but I kind of like that look. It's like a worn-in look as you go on. I don't know, I kind of dig it. But anyway, I also like how this journal has 3 ribbons so that you can, you know, bookmark 3 different things, and they're different colors so you can color code them accordingly. So yeah, this page I decided that I was just going to fill up with random stickers and stuff that I get throughout the year. So I think I'm gonna start that already. I have no rhyme or reason for how I'm putting these stickers down. I just have collected these throughout the years, and I haven't put them in anything, so I figured why not this thing. Oh, I wanted to decorate the cover with this guy. I think that's super cute. Haha, nice. Okay, back to this. Cool, that's what I got going so far. Now, for the fun part, doing all the good inside stuff. As you can see, I already have pencil marks. I've pretty much like already sketched out like how I'm gonna do this because this journal is a bit larger than my old one. So I had to kind of readjust how everything's laid out. And I wanted to do that before starting this video so that this video wouldn't be like 2 hours long of me trying to draw this stuff out. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna just do a pretty simple like 2020 spread right here. I feel like my handwriting's not super great, so ta-da, beautiful. Now I think I'll probably fill these in. I don't even know if you can see that on camera. It's such a neon color, but I've actually seen a lot of people doing like a Roaring 20s themed spread, I guess, which I think is really cute, but also a lot of work, I think. So I'm not doing it, but I thought that was like a cute idea. I guess by now you guys probably have started your bullet journals if you're doing them, so that's kind of a late suggestion, but if you haven't yet, that's totally a thing you could do. I think it would be really cute. So there it is, pretty easy. Oh yeah, you could totally see the crazy ghosting right there, but whatever. Now I'm going to do my, I guess they call it the future log. Basically just the year. I like to do the calendar. So this is what I did last year. I just had them like this, put people's birthdays and stuff. So I'm gonna do something similar, but I can fit more months onto a page because it's bigger. So this is why I don't usually film me doing these, because I feel like I put so much stress onto myself to get it like perfect. Because you see some people that do their bullet journals and they're like totally perfect handwriting and perfect layouts and stuff, and I feel like mine, I try, but I can never get it to be as perfect as I want it to be. So it's a little frustrating. Cute. So I will finish filling that in later. So now on to January. So I've kind of learned that I need to keep it more simplistic. I don't know, I used to like really decorate it like crazy and whatnot, but towards the end it was just super like no fancy writing. So I'm probably gonna try to keep with doing a little bit of decorative stuff. I think it is nice to stop and do your whole month spread and stuff like that, but I do want to give myself the option of having it look kind of shitty and not feel bad about it, like in my last bullet journal. So I kind of wanted to add a lyric to each month page, so the one that I have here is kind of sappy because this is the month that my daughter will be born, or I guess by now we'll know if she was or not. She might have come early. She might have come in December, but as I'm doing this, she's not here yet. So she's due in January. So I kind of did a sappy lyric, I guess. And then I'm going to finish out the rest of this. Usually when people are doing these lines, they use a ruler or a straight edge of some kind, which I started doing that in my other journal, but I found that that was one thing that held me back from doing my pages. If I didn't have access to a straight edge, I just didn't do the next month. So I started to just freehand them like this, and then I became a lot more consistent with keeping up with my journal. So that's why I don't really bother to do it anymore. So yeah, that's why They can look kind of wonky sometimes, but I kind of like it. So this page might seem kind of redundant, I guess, since I have it like right next to this monthly page, but I like to have like a visual overview, I guess, of the month. And then on here, I can write out more of like what my main events and appointments or whatever are. So that's what works for me. That's what I like. So that's what I do. It's so not centered. Okay, now that this page is done, now I'm going to go into my first week of January. Again, no straight edge or ruler, even though I have one laying right next to me. I just don't want to set that precedent or whatever already. So I break it up into 3 days on one side and then 4 days on the other. My weekends, I usually just do in a chunk that's split into 2. I've never really like run out of space to fill in like my to-do for that day. I guess I've gotten close, but also this journal is a lot bigger. Well, it feels a lot bigger, so I should have a lot more space to write what I need to write. So the first couple days are December, so I like to write what days. So it's the 30th through the 5th, and since it is part of December, I write December through January. And then if it's just January, like the next week that I do, it'll just say January in the top corner. So, and then the date in the corner. If I have access to my markers, I like to color code my months. So obviously here I picked pink for January. So for January, I'm gonna do pink. All right, and then I didn't do color in the last journal for December, but if I did, I would have done blue. So that's what I'm gonna do here to show that this is a different month. It's December. Oh, and one more thing that I want to start doing again. In this one, you can see there's some tape on the edges of some of these pages. I started doing where each month at the edge there's a tape so that you could easily flip to like the different months. Like that, like you know, this is another month, etc. But I stopped doing that. As you can see back here, there's no tape on this month or this month. But I wanted to start doing it again, and so I have this guy. So I'm gonna put it up here. So I just need a tiny little piece. And I try to use the same tape for every month for this. All right, so there's that one. Oh, and then you can see I left this page blank. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for this one. I was gonna draw something, or maybe I'll do some kind of habit tracker or something. I don't know. I'm undecided, so for now it's blank. Might just draw a picture or something. But here it is, ready to be filled in, which I am going to do off camera because there's going to be obviously sensitive information in here for myself. But yeah. There's my journal. So now I'm ready for 2020, or kind of ready, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that good stuff. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, the links to those will be down below. If you are doing any bullet journaling, you should totally tag me in your pictures if you take any pictures. I'd love to see what you guys do. It's really inspiring to see other people and their spreads because, I don't know, you just learn different things that like might work better for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.